What is up, everyone? Today we've got an old-fashioned Sephora try-on haul. I've got so much new makeup I've tried today. You're gonna see, we're gonna be going back in time, but I wanted you to see kind of what it looks like at the end. I have some thoughts, some things I really liked, some things I'm kind of like, And a lot of these have been hyped up by a lot of people here on YouTube, and I'm kind of excited to share my thoughts on them and how they worked for me. So I did want to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, which is Casetify. So I've been using Casetify phone cases for years now. This is the one I currently have on my phone. I love their cases because they're slim, but they're crazy protective. I find that they're a lot more protective than a lot of the cheaper cases I've tried over the years, like from Amazon. Their impact cases are made with 2 layers of their Chi-Tech, which is super protective, and you can even drop it from like up to 6 feet, which we're gonna do in a minute. I'll show you and prove to you just how protective it is. They come in a ton of different designs, different colors, different prints. You can customize them with monograms or your name like I did. And Casetify's antimicrobial coating keeps your case germ free. It kills like 99% of bacteria, which I think is awesome. And on top of it all, their impact and their ultra impact cases are made with 50% recycled material, so I feel really good purchasing from them. So I want to show you the couple of cases I currently have from Casetify. The one I'm using right now is really cute. It's got this kind of lavendery purple color to it, but then the back of it is more transparent, and I just got my name up the side. This one is one I love. I actually used this one when we went to Disney because it made me think of the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I love this. I got so many compliments on it. This one is just this really pretty pastel look with the different stars. Again, this is another one I get a lot of compliments on. I drop my phone all of the time, and I really appreciate that their impact cases are drop test approved up to like 6.5 feet, which is really important because then when I inevitably am dropping this super expensive thing, I know that I'm not worried about anything actually happening to my phone, and that I really appreciate. And at the end of the day, our phones are expensive, and especially if you're getting like the new iPhone, this is a great time to get a new case for it that not only is gonna be cute, but it's also gonna be super protective, because the last thing you want is to spend that much money on a phone and something happened to it. And for those wondering, these are compatible with wireless charging. That's how I charge my phone pretty much always. So if you want to get a phone case for yourself, these also make really great gifts for other people. You can go to casetify.com/Jessica Braun to get 15% off. I will have all of that information down in the description box. So thank you again, Casetify, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let us try on some brand new makeup from Sephora. Alrighty, we are ready. I have put SPF on my face, threw on some lip balm. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Pear. Let's start with the one thing I keep seeing people trying all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It's the Glow Wish by Huda Beauty Multi-Dew Skin Tint. So I was just guessing on my shade. I also have some self-tanner on. So it says, wear alone for an all-over healthy glow. Apply to center face, blend outward. Add to your favorite foundation to boost luminosity. Okay, I thought this was like its own product. I mean, obviously it can be, but yeah. So I think it's meant to be more like a tint, and then you can just, I'll try it with a sponge. So I intentionally didn't use a glowy SPF underneath, just because I'd heard obviously this is glowy, that's the whole idea. So I feel like actually it's a decent shade for my self-tan skin, but it's definitely not got a crazy amount of coverage. Like I can still see a lot of my freckles and stuff. Yeah, I think I just turned down my light. I'm still learning the new stuff I have, so I think you can see it a little bit better there. So like I don't think it looks bad, but it's not like a high coverage product. I don't even know that I would call this medium coverage, but it definitely is glowy. Like, wow. Let's just try the hands for the rest of the face. If you're newer to my channel and you're like, why didn't you use a brush? I just don't love foundation brushes, so, okay. Super glowy, like almost Tin Man level, not in a bad way. Listen, sometimes I'm here for that, but you know what I'm saying. So if you are someone that you're like, I like a little glow, this won't be for you. And if you're wanting something higher coverage, I do feel like my skin looks healthy. So if I use this more and like fell in love with it, I might consider getting a shade down. I'm kind of surprised this is as dark as it is, still being number 2 fair light. So I wonder if you would struggle if you have super fair skin, finding a shade that would work. I don't know for sure, but that's just something bumping around in my mind right now. So I like it. We'll see. This is something that I don't have oily skin, and even looking in the mirror now, I'm like, oh my gosh, we've got a powder. So I could only imagine someone with combo to oily skin, this I don't think would be your friend. But again, I also want to try it mixing it into other stuff and just seeing how that, like if it's a matte foundation, throwing this in there and it's going to add that glow. So I could see it still being useful. I just don't really know how to feel yet, you know? And that's, of course, the thing. First impressions, haul type videos. This is more just for fun. We're playing with makeup. I'll share my initial thoughts, but, you know, you can't really take it as gospel truth because, you know, I've only played with it one time for the most part. I do my speed reviews, though, I would say every other month, and that's where I actually review products I've been trying for a while. And so these, you would eventually see in one of those if you want to know more. Okay, so concealer, where did it go? The new Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer. I got it in Seashell number 3. I always love Fenty Beauty's packaging, just very like low key, like the little beige colors they usually use. I just am drawn to. The applicator is super interesting. So it squirts out quickly and easily though. Looks like it's got decent coverage. We're just gonna see. I'm gonna tap it where I want it and then I'll use a brush. Once it's kind of spread out, it feels thinner. For sure. I don't think it would work to like take this applicator and put it right to the eye though, just because it's, at least when it's as full as it is right now, it's hard to control how much you're gonna squirt out, you know what I mean? We're just gonna use the Rare Beauty concealer brush. Every time I glance at this, I think it's a Fenty Beauty one. It's not, it's Rare Beauty, but it just, again, it's got that same vibe. I guess it's really just the same color, right? So I don't know that this is a concealer that needs to sit on your skin. I think you could probably go in right away and blend it, because I feel like it was already starting to set down, which is why I was struggling for a second to kind of blend it in the area where I was kind of blending it away from the center. You know what I mean? So that's just something to know. Not every concealer is the same. I don't know. Have you guys tried this? I'm kind of feeling like it's okay. I feel like it's already sinking into my fine lines. Like it's just kind of sitting weird right off the bat. Again, could that be because I let it sit for a second? Maybe, but most concealers, like genuinely most concealers I use and have tried do just fine that way. Maybe this is one you just can't, but I just feel like I'm kind of seeing a little bit of it breaking up. So we'll see. Oh, random thing that I bought that's not makeup, but it's in the realm, you know. It's from Replica, and if you've never heard of them, this is like a brand that makes, they try to replicate certain smells and memories and environments in your life. And so this is Autumn Vibes fragrance. And so I tend to, especially with Replica, some of their scents are so strong. I've never bought a full size because I love a lot of them, but A, it's expensive, and B, you know, I only use a very little bit that if I bought the full thing, I would worry that it would start to go bad because I would not be able to use it up. So this one, I don't know what I expected. I think I expected more like cinnamony, but like, okay, you know the candle from Bath & Body Works, the Leaves candle? That's kind of spicy, but not like over cinnamony. And it's kind of sweet, but not overly so. And it's just like my favorite scent. I was hoping it would smell like that. It does smell good though. I was spraying this on myself when I first opened this box the other day when it came in the mail. And it does smell nice, but I don't know that I'm in love with it yet. So if you're someone like me and you like the Leaves candle and stuff like that, and that's what you're hoping for, it's not that at all. I want to try it more because I think it smells good, but I don't know if it's like a favorite. There are some other ones from the brand I'm dying to smell eventually. Like they're ones that are like by the seaside and stuff. I've tried some of their like wintry ones a lot of times during like the sales and stuff, especially towards the holidays. You can get like kits with a bunch of different ones. They might even have some right now. I can link below if I find the one that I bought that has like 4 different like kind of fall and wintry scents that are really nice too. I feel like I've been kind of negative about everything. Let's try some more stuff. I'm sure something here I will just fall in love with. So let me throw on something in my brows. This is just the Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil, not the Brow Wiz, but the Perfect Brow Pencil. It's like a wooden one. And then we'll do a new eyeshadow palette that I haven't heard anyone talk about and I'm really excited to play with. So you are probably seeing this later in the week, depending on when you're watching it, because I don't think I'm making it live till later in the week, but I'm filming this on a Monday and we just came off the July 4th holiday and my voice is so tired. It's just, you know, it was a sequence of, you know, talking a lot with friends and family and not sleeping as much. And so filming this on a Monday morning, I'm like, whew. So instead of coffee, I had my initial cup of coffee, but I've switched to green tea with a little bit of milk in it just to kind of relax a bit. I'm gonna set this real fast. This is the new, it's actually new from Bare Minerals, but I didn't buy it, so that's why I'm not like hauling it. I mean, it doesn't probably really matter. It was sent in PR is what I'm saying, but it's their original Mineral Veil Press Setting Powder. I don't know, I think this product is new. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna kind of tap it in my T-zone because I just need it. So this is the palette. It just caught my eye, and you know what, you guys? I realized I really have not bought a new palette in a while, and I actually bought a couple. I'll talk about the other ones. I dropped some money on palettes, you guys. But I was just kind of in the mood. I'm kind of tired of the palettes I have. I don't own a crazy amount considering what I do. I just don't. And so I don't know, I was feeling inspired by a couple of new ones I'd seen and I'd been thinking about and like kind of sitting on, and I finally bought them. But this is the one I wanted to play with. So it's from Tarte. It is the Tartelette Juicy palette. And I just thought these colors were so pretty. I love a good pink eyeshadow. It's one of my favorites. I never, if you would have asked me like 4 years ago, I'd be like, no, I'm never gonna, like, why would I wear pink eyeshadow? But it's become a favorite, and I felt that I would actually use pretty much every color in here, which is a big thing. I try to ask myself, like, are you really gonna use it, or do you only like 4 of the shades? But we're gonna see. So I thought, we're kind of wearing some red and pink, aren't we? I'm gonna start with this shade here called Petal. This has that smell that most Tarte palettes have. Maybe all of them have it, I don't know. And it's like slightly sweet, and it's just lovely. And the second I opened it, I was so excited to get this in the mail. I opened it, and that smell just wafted, and it instantly got my heart fluttering because it made me think of like all the past Tarte palettes I used to love that I just don't own, I wasn't using, they were getting old, etc. But that I kind of miss. So that's a nice color. It's a little bit reddish, but not overly so, you know, like reddish pink. And this is just the e.l.f. Fluffy eye brush. It's one of my favorites. I own like 4 of them, and I'm just constantly using them. I have a lot of high-end ones I like, but this I like just as much, if not more. And it's just so good. They're so soft. I feel like you could just freaking leave like that. Like, I feel like that looks nice too. I wanted to try this shade right here. Looks so, I mean, it's totally up my alley. It's just like a shimmery, but it just looks like it's got this beautiful peach tint to it that I've been dying to put this on my lid. Oh, kind of bridal, you know. I was just at a wedding this past weekend too, and it was so much fun. I got to catch up with people I hadn't seen in years, people I used to teach with, and that was so much fun. And it was just a lovely time. We had so much fun. And the bride, my friend, looked gorgeous. And yeah, it was just a very happy time. So these shadows, they're really like nice and buttery. I'm gonna swatch this gold. Yeah, they're like beautifully shimmery, really soft. They're blending really easily. I want to swatch this pink too. Yeah, this one's maybe not as buttery as that gold one. Yeah, that's kind of a downer. Right there is this one here. Wouldn't you think that would be a little bit more, just more? It's really not, it's still pretty, but it's not quite the same as these other shimmers that I've been playing with. So yeah, that one's fine. So maybe it's just kind of a dud shade, but this is looking nice. Let's do like a slightly darker color on the outer corner. Go with this like deep brown here, down here. This seems to be okay. This is not like the most easy to blend dark brown, but the other colors were. So again, I feel like the shades in here are just a little bit hit or miss. Let's take a little bit of this color and Reflect and just tap it in the center. So let me throw on some liner and mascara, and I will be right back. I think this liquid liner is getting old. This is the Nabla Cereal Liner. I've had it for years. It's probably time. I do actually quite like it, but it's getting to that point where I'm like, I think, Jessica, like I don't even remember how long ago I got it. That's pretty bad. That's bad. And then I'm throwing on the number 7 Full 360 Ultra Mascara, one of my favorites. So I hardly ever do anything on the lower lash line anymore, but I wanted to take maybe that original color, Petal, right? Yeah, right there, and do that on the lower lash line. I haven't done that in a while, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like it. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that light color and do it just, yeah, okay, I have to say, this concealer's not doing anything. Like it looks, I might as well have not put on any concealer. That's kind of how I'm feeling. So I wanna get just a tiny bit more. I'm probably gonna regret this, but let's just do it. Even just down here to avoid what I've done, but just And I'm gonna blend it in. This time I'm gonna do my fingers because maybe the brush was not the move, you know? Okay, that's a little bit better. So I'll keep playing with it, but it's just, again, I feel like other concealers I have are just so much easier to work with. So we'll keep playing. So I have two kind of contoury, bronzery things. I bought the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm. I don't know if this was new or not. I hadn't heard anything about it. I already love the Danessa Myricks like cream bronzer. My understanding is this is a little bit of a thinner formula. That one's a little bit thicker, but it is one of my favorite cream bronzers I've ever tried, and it stays really well. So I got this in light. It's kind of reminded me, even the packaging, of like the Kevyn Aucoin contour powder that's been like a cult classic for years, but we've got it in a balm type thing. But I also picked up the thing, I swear every video I click on, the Saie Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. I got it in light bronze, and I did use this the other day actually for the wedding, and it looked really nice. So I kind of want to start with the balm and see how I like it, and then maybe add a little bit of the other bronzer as well. So it says to use a brush. That is what we're gonna do. I just want to see. Okay, so right off the bat, it goes on. I mean, you can see it, which is nice. So I'm very lightly, well, maybe we'll just stipple it in. Ooh, baby. All right, so it's a thin formula. Brush is definitely the move, but it still packs a punch. Okay, so now we know a little bit goes a long way. Yeah, wow. I'm just like stunned because it is thinner. I really thought it'd be like more like kind of wishy-washy, like it would spread, but it's still blending easily, but it does pack a punch. Definitely think a sponge is gonna be your friend though with a product like this to like really get it to blend. So I don't think I really need to go in with this. The thing I'll say about the Saie cream bronzer is I definitely preferred it with the brush. I did it with the brush that night for the wedding, and I felt like kind of a similar, like a stipply type brush, and I thought it applied beautifully. And I feel like this is a little bit more slippery. It's not as thick of a cream as some other cream bronzers, so I feel like that gives you time to blend it. So that is something that's kind of nice about this. So far, again, I've literally put it on my face like one time. So I don't know that like I recommend it or not. I'll keep playing with both of these, but just if you wanted to kind of hear my initial thoughts, there they are. But yeah, I'm excited to play with the contour balm a little bit more. I also wonder if you could just get some on your hand and place it there and then use a sponge. That might be even easier so that you don't go overboard with it, you know? So I'll probably try it that way next time. All right, so I'm on the hunt for the perfect nude lip combo. And I've not been super big into nude lips just because my lips are a little bit pinker, and it can be really difficult, even with like peachy tones, to get them to look right. I just feel like my lip color starts shining through, and then there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, let me go ahead and set my under eye. I'm just using the number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. This stuff is the bomb. Makes your under eye look so much better than it does. It kind of like blurs it. It's like 13 bucks at Target. You can get it online too, and I'm pretty sure Walgreens. So still a favorite if you were curious. It is so good. Green blush real fast. I was gonna put on a highlight, but you know what? I don't think I need one. I don't think I need one today. I have 2 different lip liners I wanted to try. They're kind of nudie. I've already bought yet another one because I don't know, man. I want to see how close I can get to like what would be perfect for me. And obviously everyone's lips are literally different shades, different depths. So it's a very personal journey that I'm going through here, but I figured I'd share them with you anyway in case your lips happen to be close to mine or you're on the hunt. This is one of my favorite lip liner formulas. It's from Sephora, and it's their Rouge Gel Lip Liner. I already own a few shades from this. This one looks pretty promising. It's the number 4 Creme de la Creme. Doesn't that look pretty? But then I also picked up the Smashbox Be Legendary Line and Prime Pencil in Medium Neutral Rose. So this one's definitely lighter, Smashbox. That's the Sephora. Still the same tone though. So I think I'm gonna go with the Sephora one just because knowing my lips, let me just look at the Smashbox. Oh, actually, let's go with this. This is definitely a like almost the exact shade of my lips, but a little bit warmer. And so this might be exactly what I need to kind of almost be a primer before I put on that kind of nude lipstick so that it's not gonna fade into my pink lips. Do you know what I mean? Try a little of this though, just in the outer part. This is the deeper one. This is the Sephora. So going on, this looks almost exactly like the Smashbox as I'm putting it on, even though it's slightly deeper here. So that's something to keep in mind. You certainly don't need both. Now I know that. But the lipstick I wanted to try, also from Smashbox, this is their Always On Cream to Matte Lipstick, and I got it in just barely. It's kind of a thinner tube of lipstick. Were you guys gonna tell me I had stuff in my teeth? Hold on. I just feel like this is the vibe I've been looking for. That's not too peachy, not too pink, not too brown, not too, do you know what I'm saying? And for me, this is exactly what I was looking for. So, okay, and really I think the combo, like I said, I didn't need both of these. The Smashbox, this lip liner was just as creamy as the Sephora. However, Sephora, like if you're thinking about buying it like right now, the Sephora one, I have a lot of experience with this line and I really, really love it. It's the liner I trust for like when I have red lips. It's the liner I trust with just like a normal kind of neutral pink. Like it's a really good lip liner. So this one in Creme de la Creme plus the Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte Lipstick and Just Barely, beautiful combo. Beautiful combo. And it feels like, almost like sticky, but not in an overly sticky way. It's like, you know it's there, but I don't totally mind it. So I just really like the way that looks. Yes. Is my search already over? Like this is just about to become my like go-to lip combo. So that's everything I got, I think. There were a couple other things I didn't mention. Oh, I did say I would share what eyeshadow palettes I got other than what I showed. This is one I've been seeing, and they were spending their ad money really wisely because I kept seeing this ad and it made me want it more and more every time I saw it. It's from Patrick Ta and it's the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I was laughing, I don't remember who I was watching here on YouTube, and they were like, I know this palette's kind of old news. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just now hearing about it. It probably is old news, but I don't know. I just like it'd been slipping under my radar, but I think this is the most beautiful neutral palette. It's got these creams that are here I haven't used yet. You can probably see why I was drawn to buying that. And then the other one I finally bought despite some kind of mixed reviews from some people, but you know what? I've wanted this for like 8 months now and I finally did it. The Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I just love cool tone shadows and I'm excited, especially come fall and winter, to play with these more. I always say you don't have to spend the money on palettes like these because listen, some of my favorite palettes ever are from the drugstore or are just like way cheaper than these. But I was excited. This actually caught my eye. So I'm pumped about owning this as well. I'll keep playing with them. I'm sure I'll play with them in future videos coming up here on my channel. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this in natural light. You can see what I mean. It has like the glowish tint, whatever it's called. Has a little bit of coverage, but it is very glowy. And I even set my T-zone super glowy. The concealer looks better with that second layer. Still love this lip combo. I feel like the eyeshadow looks so pretty. And even though I feel like there were a couple shades in there that maybe weren't as good as the rest, it all still worked together really pretty. The bronzer I think looks nice. Again, I think it's just gonna take a little bit of trial and error with those and just learning what works best for how much I want on my skin, like how much of a bronzy look I want, you know? But all in all, I really like the way it all came together. I hope that you enjoyed this little Sephora haul, try on haul type video. I love doing these. If you'd like to see a drugstore try on haul, let me know because I almost shared a lot of those in this video. I was like, Jessica, I'm pretty sure I have enough. I could totally do a separate video. If you want to see that this month, let me know. I would love to do it. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm already planning on doing it. So I hope you guys say you want to see it because it's going up either way. But I love you all. Again, thank you so much to Casetify for sponsoring a portion of this video. If you want to get a super cute and protective case for your phone, just go to casetify.com/Jessica Braun today to get 15% off. And thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.